Hello everyone, thanks for clicking on this video. Now if you are looking for a shiny showroom car, a perfectly styled host in a crisp suit, you might be in the wrong place. I'm not here for polished press cars. I'm here to put cameras in front of vehicles most channels would never touch. So if that sounds interesting, stay with me. Over the years, French car makers have maintained a remarkably close relationship with Iran. Take IKCO, Peugeot's longtime partner. Believe it or not, there were years when IKCO sold more Peugeots than Peugeot itself did in parts of Europe. It sounds unlikely, but the numbers are there. And while Peugeot left a deep mark, another French car shaped Iran's automotive culture in a very different way. And that car was Citroën Xantia.
Citroën Xantia, el único coche de su categoría con suspensión activa que le garantiza una estabilidad excepcional. Y ahora con nuevos motores HD e inyección directa a alta presión.
Citroën is one of France's oldest automakers, and honestly, we owe them thanks for creating something as unconventional as the Xantia. Globally, the brand has often been underappreciated. In my view, Citroën deserved far more recognition than it received. The Xantia, one of their finest efforts, was produced from 1992 to 2001. At the very beginning of Iran's modern automotive expansion, local manufacturers decided to bring it in. It was 2001. If you have watched my earlier episodes, you will remember how open and full of potential the Iranian market was back then. The Xantia entered a space with almost no real rivals. Every new car had a chance at stardom, and the Xantia took it.
زانتیا، خودروی متفاوت برای نسل امروز. قابلیت تنظیم ارتفاع در جاده‌های ناهموار، مجهز به کیسه هوای ایمنی برای راننده، پایداری بی‌نظیر در پیچ‌های تند، حفظ تعادل در صورت تردیدگی تایر، وجود سیستم عیبیاب خودکار موتور، وجود نشانگر تعمیراتی برای انجام به موقع سرویس‌های ادواری، عدم نیاز به نصب دزدگیر به دلیل وجود سیستم قفل مرکزی ضد سرقت، مجهز به سیستم تهویه مطبوع هوشمند با خدمات پس از فروش مطمئن، سایپایدک، مطمئن در انتخاب، متمایز در خدمات.
For its time, the Xantia had striking design, but its true strength wasn't looks, it was handling and suspension. You have probably heard of the Moose test. And yes, the car that still holds the top result of the test is the Citroën Xantia, completing the test at 85 kilometers an hour. For context, the Porsche 997 GT3 RS sits just behind it at 83 kilometers an hour. That tells you everything you need to know about Citroën's engineering priorities. Standing in front of the Xantia, you instantly feel that distinct French elegance. The nose is sharp, with the Citroën badge sitting proudly at the center. The headlights are narrow and slightly angled, giving the car a confident look, assertive but never aggressive. The bumper design is simple, functional, and unmistakably late 1990s. When you stand closer, you notice how low the hood sits. A reminder of Citroën's obsession with aerodynamics during that era. From the side, the Xantia tells another part of its story. The roofline gently slopes backward, forming that classic lift-back silhouette. The wheel arches are subtly flared, giving the car just enough muscle to avoid looking soft or fragile. The side molding runs cleanly across the body, breaking up the mass of metal while protecting it from everyday scratches. And the proportions are pure 1990s European sedan, long enough to feel substantial, yet compact enough to remain agile in city traffic. Let's move to the rear. Here the Xantia greets you with a high tail and broad shoulders. The tail lights are positioned high and stretch across the rear, making the car instantly recognizable from a distance. At the top of the tailgate, there is a subtle integrated spoiler. Not something meant to impress on paper, but something that quietly contributes to stability at higher speeds. The rear bumper is simple, clean, and functional. A design choice that allows the Xantia to feel timeless, rather than trapped in a short-lived trend. To complete this review, I visited two different Xantias. The first one was a 21-year-old car with a fully repainted body. As always, I asked the owner to take it out for a drive, and I chose to experience it from the passenger seat. As expected, the interior reflects a classic 1990s design language, simple, practical, and surprisingly attractive. The layout is ergonomically friendly, with all controls and buttons placed well within the driver's reach. The owner tried to impress me by pushing the car hard in second and third gear, and honestly, for a 21-year-old car, it was impressive indeed. The Xantia is powered by a 2-liter engine known as the XU10, part of the same engine family widely used by Peugeot. If you recall, IKCO still relies heavily on the XU7 engine across much of its lineup in Iran. I also visited a second Xantia, this time specifically to demonstrate its most remarkable feature, the hydro-pneumatic suspension system. This system was truly one of a kind. No other automaker had the courage to mass-produce something so unconventional. The car features self-leveling suspension, automatic ride comfort adjustment, ride height control, and even the astonishing ability to drive on just 3 wheels. The Xantia was sold in Iran from 2001 to 2010. During that period, no domestic car could truly compete with it. While most people drove various Peugeot models, the Xantia became a symbol of status and capability. Over time, imports slowed and prices dropped, making older Xantias accessible to a wider audience. In certain regions, especially border cities, the Xantia found a second life. People wanted faster, more capable cars, and with its legendary ability to keep moving on 3 wheels, the Xantia attracted some, let's say, resourceful buyers. If you know, you know. When the Xantia entered the Iranian market, a Peugeot 206 cost around $10,000 to $12,000. The Xantia, by comparison, was closer to $20,000. Today, if you are lucky enough to find a clean example, you are looking at around $5,000. Alright guys, thanks for staying with me. If stories like this interest you, please consider subscribing. I'll see you in the next one.